Hello everyone, welcome to Oliveboard. So today our session is about the DILR section. It is proved to be the toughest section from the last few previous years. So we will talk about the strategy of CAT 2020. Before starting the session, let me just brief something about myself. So as you all must be aware that my name is Prashant Chaudhary and I am an alumni of JBIMS Mumbai. I basically teach quant, DINLR at Oliveboard. These are my some of the scores. My CAT 2020 score was 99.93. I have scored 99.96 in QA, DILR 99.77, and in MBA CET I have scored 99.9. In ISI also I have been Air 5. In all the major exams I have performed really well. I have also been number in puzzle lover a number in puzzles lover from few years, and I'm also a passionate teacher with nearly 4+ years of experience. So just moving forward, I will brief you something about what we are going to do today. So first, what we will do, we will first just take an overview of what was in CAT 2020. Okay, so we will just understand that how CAT 2021 paper was like. Then we will move our study to DILR section, right? So we will know that how DILR section is so important, more important than QA as well as VARC, right? Then we will discuss SAT selection strategy, how you can select a proper SAT, because there will again be 4 SATs in the CAT, right? This year there was 4 SATs and only 2 SATs. If you can solve just 2 SATs out of these 4 SATs, you can easily get 90+ percentile in DILR. Okay, so solving just not even 90, it can be even 95. Okay, so just by solving 2 sets you can get 95 percentile, and then we will live solve one of the DILR set that appeared in CAT 2020. Okay, and then at last we will just cater to your queries. Okay, so even you are having any query in between the session, then you can ask wherever you are. Okay, so these are some of our CAT 2021 toppers. We have 99.92 percentile and other percentilers. There are more toppers as well. So if you are going to join Oliveboard, you can be one of our CAT 2022 toppers, right? Moving forward, I will also tell you about Oliveboard live classes. So if you are, let's say, planning for Oliveboard live classes, joining them will get you some of these benefits. Okay, I will tell you about these all in more details later. So just to come on the brief of CAT 2021, so there were total 66 questions. Okay, and since each question carry 3 marks, that makes the whole marks 198. Okay, and the total time given was 2 hours, that can be said 120 minutes. Okay, so first section was VARC. There was 24 questions, 40 minutes time were allotted for VARC, and there were 4 RCs with 16 questions, and these were MCQs. MCQs means there will be +3 marks allotted to right question and -1 marks for a wrong question, and there was also 8 data verbal ability questions. Okay, so that means these were non-MCQs. There were no negative marking in these. Jai Hind, Rupesh. Rupesh is one of our old student. Okay, then another section was DILR, and this was section that we will discuss in this section in very brief. So there were basically 20 questions, 40 minutes. That means 2 minutes per question, and that is highest among these section. Okay, highest time was giving per question. There was 2 DI sets, that makes it 8 questions, 1 DI set with 4 questions, and 2 LR sets with total 12 questions. In quant, there was total 22 questions, again 40 minutes, and there was 8 theta questions without negative mark. Right? Moving forward, now we will discuss CAT 2020 marks versus percentile, and there is very significance to this curve. Okay, so I have just drawn the curves, right? I don't want you to get into numbers, but again, looking just at the graphs, the lowest graph, this one is QA, this one is VARC, and this is your DILR. The lowest curve is DILR. Now, what does that signify? That signifies that basically DILR was the toughest section, and it is not just the matter of a single year. This just didn't happen in CAT 2020. Same happened in 2019. Same happened in 2018. Same happened in this year CAT as well. 2021 CAT as well. That basically in the DILR, if you are able to solve even a single set will get you to clear all the sectional percentile, that is 85. Even single set, that means only 4 questions, right? So DILR was proved to be the toughest section of CAT along the years. Moving forward, now we can just mark percentile that we need. Okay, each one of you is having a different level of mind. Okay, different level of just stability in the DILR. Okay, many of you might be repeating CAT or already 99 plus percentile. Many of you might be the first time CAT taker. Okay, so just set your target today. So if I am talking about CAT 2021 and I am aiming for 99.9 percentile, that means 14 net correct questions will get to me 42 marks, and that counts to 99.9 percentile. Right now, coming to 99 percentile, only 33 marks. That means only 11 net correct questions will get me to 99. Now remember, these 11 net correct answers out of 20 questions. And just mark my words, this is not at all tough. If you study the whole year, if you study from one of the best faculty, then it is not at all tough, right? Now, if you want to get 95 percentile, just making 8 net correct answers out of 20 will get you to 95 percentile. And 8 net correct questions, 8 net correct questions means 2 set and 2 easiest sets with 4 questions each. Okay, so 2 sets with 4 questions each will make it to 95 percentile, right? Now, moving forward, 7 net correct question. Now, here the competitions rise. Let me go back again to the curve. If you come back to 90, now DILR is also not that tough. But as we move up the 90, as we move along the curve, DILR, this gap is increasing. Okay, this gap is increasing. So 90 to this 99.5, DILR is really the toughest. And I have even talked to many of the aspirants, even me myself found DILR to be very unrealistic sometimes, right? Sometimes it is not even possible for the faculties to solve whole set. One set, 4 questions only, 2 sets correctly attempt, achieve 95. Very good. Exactly. That's why I mean that if you correct 2 sets with 4 questions each, you will get 95%. You are absolutely correct. Moving ahead, I will talk about, because this time paper could be of 40 minutes. Okay, that means paper could be of 2 hours as well as of 3 hours. Okay, so 2 hours we have already discussed. Now, if the paper will be of 3 hours, let's say, then these are the stats. For 99 percentile, this much marks you need. These are basically data of 3 years, 19, 18, and 17. So you can just check the data and mark your target. Okay, whatever you are targeting, and you must target. If you are starting at this time, and let's say you are planning to join Oliveboard, then each of you can get to this mark. I can guarantee that you can get to this mark, provided you hard work throughout the year with us. Okay, we will hard work with you. In case you will also hard work with us, you will get to this 99 percentile mark. Okay, so moving ahead, now coming to most important thing, that is DILR syllabus. What is there in the DILR? Okay. Now, one thing you must remember, that by just looking at the question, you may or may not get, uh, to know that out of which section is this question. Out of which section is this question? Nani is asking how to prepare of your CAT exam. That is why I am telling. Now, what we will do, we will take a one-on-one section. Okay. So I am first taking only the DILR section. Okay. So today I will tell you all that how to deal with DILR. Then we will also take some of the sessions for QA, VARC. Okay. So in this lecture, I am just telling you how to tackle with DILR. Okay. Now, talking about the syllabus, this upside is LR syllabus and downside is DI. So basically, DI LR syllabus is clearly diverse into two fields, that is LR and DI. In LR, these are basically three, let's say, subsections. Okay. So this is first basic section. So if you are starting from this time, the first thing that you should do is blood relation, family tree, truth and lie concept, and cube analysis. Okay. There are few questions in CAT from this cubes and dices, but there is absolutely no question from blood relation, family tree, and or truth and lie concept. Okay. But again, this is very, very crucial to build your base. Okay. Again, in the DI, in the starting, you must cover bar graphs, line charts, and bar charts. Okay. Again, there will be very few questions in the original CAT, but these topics are very crucial to build your base. Okay. As you move forward in the LR, you will move to these three, and in DI, you will move to these three. Now, again, unconventional chart are really of importance, because this time also CAT asked the question about DI, but that was from bar graph, but unconventional bar. Okay, so that type of chart you don't see, don't see easily in your study, but in CAT those types of question only come. Okay. Arrangements, again, a very crucial topic. Arrangement is a really crucial topic. Puzzles and games in pyramid. These all three topics are really crucial. As you move along the line, the importance of topic is increasing. Okay. And as you finish this second term, we will get on to third. In the LR, you will come to these three. And again, here Venn diagram is also really important. And you need to cover up to 4 set Venn diagram. Okay. 2 set diagram, 3 set diagram, 4 set diagram. And you also need to cover maximization and minimization. How to preparation? Okay, cubes and dice, easiest part. Yeah, easiest as compared to these networks or arrangements. Okay. Now everything that is written here is not easy. Okay, CAT is not easy. That is a simple thing. But again, with the right proper guidance, cubes and dice is the very easiest topic out of these 9 topics. Right now, again, we move to next part, that is networks, scheduling, and grouping and conditioning. Now, maximum questions in the CAT will come from these topics. And again, in the DI, these are some of the topics where the actual questions come. Mathematical DI and caselets. There are very less questions from the data sufficiency part, because data sufficiency, we can't make a whole set. But data sufficiency is very, very important to again build topics. Cubes and dice, sometimes questions come in CAT, but not every time. Okay? Not every time. Cubes and dice is not one of the scoring section in the CAT. That's why I have just put it in the later part. Okay. Okay. Moving ahead. This is just some analysis of previous year CAT. This is 5 years CAT analysis. So you can just see that from which section actually the question came in CAT. Okay. So as you can see, there is no cubes and dice. That means there were very few questions from the same topic. Now again, arrangements. This should be your priority topic, because again you can see 13%, 19%. There is a clear weightage to arrangements. Okay. Second topic that you should give weightage is puzzles. You can clearly see 19%, 25%, 44%, 38%. Okay. I am just marking the topics that are really important. Okay. Now, again, scheduling is important, but not that much. But DI, that to reasoning based, again, very, very crucial. Very, very crucial. 19%, 31%, 25%. Okay. And DI calculation. These are 4 topics that are proved to be of more importance, of more weightage in the CAT. Okay, so these will be 4 topics that we will focus more on. Okay, we will cover this whole syllabus, but 4 topics that we will cover more is arrangements, puzzles, DI of reasoning based, and DI of calculation based. Okay, moving forward. Now we will just okay. Let me just say that. Sir, I want to say that I have completed my graduation and gave CAT a score 66. Also, I plan to give CAT this year for me. Is it mandatory to do so? Because, okay, any one of you having the same doubt that whether it is mandatory to do job or not, now it is my advice that take a job, okay? Take a job. Take a job and along with it, prepare. Take a job and prepare along with it. Because again, a CAT is very unpredictable, right? You can't be sure that next time you will be let's say excelling in the CAT. You will get for sure 99.9%. Okay, you can't be sure. So that means just take a job and prepare along. And that way you will get more chances, and even your profile will be more better. Okay, once there is a gap in your profile doesn't look good, right? Rupesh, cubes and dices, there are some questions, but there is very less weightage given to cubes and dices. Okay, so coming to our next more important topic, that is DILR sets. So this is a 5-step ordering process for all of you who can't just figure out by seeing a set that how to go with this, right? So, and what you need to do, or what I advise my students to do, first step is that pick some CAT level good quality sets, okay? And the solutions to them must be given to you, or either you must have some. At Oliveboard, we give the solutions as well as the live support. So if you are joining Oliveboard, then you can be rest assured about this, right? Now, after picking some CAT level goods quality sets, move on to second. That means just read the DILR set thoroughly. If you miss one of the information, it will be nearly impossible to solve the whole sets, okay? And then apply this God's process. Now, many of you might be wondering that what is this God's process, okay? I have never met God in my life. Then what is this process? I will tell. Okay, this God process I will tell later in this video. Now, third will be give your best in solving the set and as much time as possible. Okay, give it 40 minutes, give it 1 hour, give it 2 hours, or as much time as it is taking. Okay, set might be tough. It will take time. Don't just fake out in 30 minutes and say that I can't solve the set. Okay, give as much as time you can. Again, coming to fourth is watch the video solution. Either you have solved the set or you haven't solved the set, right? There will be only two options. If you have tried very well in the question, either you are with the solution, your all answers right, or your all answers are not right. Whatever be the case, just watch the video solution or ask the teacher about the solution, right? And just clear all your doubts. Now, clearing all the doubts carry an important weightage. And also just compare the methods, okay? Whatever method you are using and whatever method teacher is using, just compare both the methods and try to understand the thinking pattern of the teacher. Try to go behind the thinking pattern of that solution, right? Once you get to understand the thinking pattern, okay, then you will start to solve. Solution is not an issue here. Just understanding the solution is not going to solve your problem, but understanding the thinking process, understanding the thought process behind solving the question will solve all your problem, right? Now, again, coming to next, this is again very crucial step, that you have to reattempt the set and try to solve it in minimum time. Okay, so once you are done with solving it and watching the solution, you need to then take the timer, take the 10-minute timer for a CAT level set and just solve it under 10 minutes, because this is second time of solving the same set. Now you know the solution, okay? Now you know the thought process behind that, and don't just mug up the whole the solution and then write the same thing. Okay, try to get behind the thought process, then apply the same thought process in the set. I think you got this process. If anyone is having any doubt in this 5-step ordering process, just ask me now only. Moving ahead. We will come to God's process. Let me just wait. If any one of you is having any doubt. Okay. Now again, this God's process is the same process that I have talked about here in the second step. Okay. So what is God's steps? God's approach basically carries the 4 steps. First step is gather all the information. Okay. I'm just yeah, changing the color of the pen. So basically gather all the information, right? So what you have to do in the first step is just gather all the information given in the question and write it on the paper. Whatever you think is very crucial to know, just write it on the paper. Okay, try to read each and every point given in the question, because sometimes what happens, CAT questions, the paragraph is too long that we miss some of the information, and we miss even one of the information that I have seen. We can't solve the whole set. Okay, so never miss any of the information. Now, once you have gathered the information, second step is to organize. Okay, whatever information is given, just organize it. Sometimes what happens, that the information given is in the bar chart. Okay, in the bar chart. So what you need to do, you need to basically read all the points and make a table. Sometimes that question is basically a paragraph only. Then what you need to do, just take all the data from the paragraph and again make a table, make a bar chart, or just write on the paper. You don't even need to make a table. Sometimes just you need to just write on the paper. So second step, to organize the information given in the question in the most beautiful construct you can think of. Okay, maybe I can think of some other construct. Okay, more beautiful construct, but whatever is your mind, just organize it in that. Moving ahead. Third will be my deduct. Third will be deduct. So whatever is the information, whatever you have organized, just try to come up with some of the consequences. Okay, points are not directly given in the question. Points are not directly given in the question. So what you need to do, there will be 1 point, there will be 2 points, and just combining these 2 points, you will get to know the final consequence of these 2 points, right? So just find the logical flaws. Okay, since just let me take one of the very small example. Let's say it is given that uh, Ram has no siblings. Okay, Ram has no siblings. Okay, and again, second sentence is given that Sanjeev is Ram's father. Okay, Ram's father. Okay, and again this is given. Now the question, let's say that the question is asked that how many children Sanjeev have? How many children Sanjeev have? Try to give the answer. How many children Sanjeev have? Any one of you can give the answer. Ram has no sibling. Sanjeev is Ram's father. How many children does Sanjeev have? Any one of you can give the answer. I think that this is a very simplified case. Okay, because Ram is basically the son of Sanjeev. Okay, and there is no sibling that Ram has. So how many children Sanjeev will have? Sanjeev will have only 1 children. That is the Ram itself. Okay, that is Ram itself. Again, I think you got the point. In case you haven't got the point, just tell me. Okay, so what you need to do, whatever the information is giving, just deduct the consequences and you will get to know the answer. You will get to know the answer. Now again, coming to our next point, that is solve. Okay, now this will be your final point. Once you deduct all the consequences, then you need to solve. Sometimes you need to apply some of the quantitative concept as well. Okay, so just apply all the concepts of whatever you have studied in quant, TI, LR, and use the given information. Use all the 3 steps and then just solve the question. Okay, then just solve the question. Now, if anyone is having any problem in this God's approach, how to apply this? Now, again, let me tell you, this is very unique approach. Many of you might not have even heard about it. Okay, so just remember this. if you are one of those who can't solve any of the sets in DILR, just apply this process. Just apply this process and try to just solve every possible set from this process itself. Okay, moving ahead. Now you will get to know that what was the difficulty level of the sets. Okay, what was the difficulty level? So just my target for each one of you will be this level only, this level only. Okay, I am not saying that you need to solve these difficult or moderate to difficult. No, never pick these difficult and moderate difficult sets. Okay, always try to solve these easy sets, easy to moderate sets, and moderate sets, right? And to pick these sets, you need to basically identify which set lies in the following. Okay, suppose you just see one of the set, okay, and you find it very confusing, that it must come under difficult, it must come under difficult. So there should be one procedure that you follow to select the sets. Okay, and ideally in 40 minutes exam, starting 3 to 4 minutes, starting 3 to 4 minutes should be given to set selection only, right? You need to identify that which set is solvable and which set you need to do at later part, right? So what you need to do, if there are, let's say, 4 sets, then you can number them. You can just number them 1, 2, 3, and 4 in the order of priority. That first set I am going to solve it first in the exam. Second set I am going to solve second in the exam, and so on, right? But now this data again you can use in the preparation. I am just moving ahead with the CAT DILR complete action plan. Okay, so what should be the complete action plan if you want to ace this DILR section in CAT 2020? If you want to get this 99 percentile mark, then what you need to cover? Okay, first thing before starting DILR, just cover all the basic concepts. LR and DI concepts I have talked about. You also need to cover some quant concepts like basic arithmetic, basic algebra. You need to know to use in like Venn diagram. Again, set theory you must cover before starting this DILR. Right now, coming to our second step, that is cover different varieties of set appearing in CAT. That means you need to cover arrangement. You need to cover puzzles. You need to cover matrix match, because these are types of sets that are actually asked in the CAT itself, right? Moving ahead to our third, now just mix all these. Okay, whatever you have solved, just mix all these. Now after mixing these sets, try to solve them. Okay, try to solve them, right? And this time you will use a timer. You will try to solve it under 30 minutes, or let's say under 20 minutes, whatever time according to you is feasible, right? Moving ahead to our fourth step, just bookmark few of the sets. Now every set that you are solving is not important. Okay, every set that you are solving is not important. Some of the sets are those sets that you think are important. Okay, or that you think are difficult for you, you can just bookmark them. Okay, just save them for your reference, and whenever you're revising the concept, use those bookmark sets, right? Moving ahead to our fifth. Now fifth is attempt sectional tests and work on your set selection. Okay, now in these four, the time, I will also mark the timeline here. Okay, so what should be timeline? This should be done by Feb. This should be done by Feb. This should be done by March, and up to now, this should be April, or let's say May. Okay, up to May, you should have covered all the basic concepts. You should have a good number of, you should have solved a good number of sets and bookmark few of the sets, right? Now, okay, you should just try taking sections from June or July. Okay, from June or July, you should try taking some sectional tests, right? Now, whenever you are taking some sectional tests, just try to work on your strategy part. Okay, just solving a set at home and in the exam is different because of this strategy only. Okay, once you are done with your sectional test, now start taking the full length. The full length mock should start from the August. Okay, and now from August, September, October, you should give all the full length works, work on your strategy, and try to just come up with some best level of, with some excellent level of this strategy, right? So that you can just maximize your output. Whatever output you are giving along these months, you should get maximum output, right? Now, coming to our final aim, that is our last Sunday. Okay, this is a mistake. This is CAT 2020. Okay, last Sunday of November, and that will be our CAT 2020. And I want each of you to excel in CAT 2020. Okay. So moving ahead, just before going to our this solving this set, okay, we are just going to solve this set. So before going to this, I should also tell you something about the Oliveboard live course. Basically, we are just going to start our live CAT 2022 course. Okay, we are starting CAT 2022 course. So these are some of the benefits that you can avail. In case you are preparing for CAT 2022, without any doubt, you should just join this course. We will basically bring some live classes and some recordings as well, and we will have very small batch size. Okay, so whenever I am going to conduct class, I will be personally focusing on each and every one of you. Okay, and we will try to build a replica of physical classroom, and there will be customized. Okay, and whatever exam you are preparing, CAT, these CAT, Z, IFT, TestNet, CET, or LRDI, or any other exam, we will try to cover every possible. Now, CAT will be main focus. Okay, if you are joining CAT course, then CAT will be our main focus. But besides that, we will also try to cover as much as possible. Now, we will also have some data-driven assessment, so we can personally work on each one of you. Okay, so we will try to get the data of each one of you, whatever is your scores. Okay, I will not be able to discuss about quant or verbal strategy in this session, but you can just subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we will covering up all those parts. Okay, we will coming up with our videos, and you can also ask on Telegram group. Okay, if you haven't joined the Telegram group, just join that. We will be coming up with a quant and verbal as well. Okay, in this section, we will be covering only LRDI, right? Now, fifth, our most important mock clearing, mock test, that is AI driven mock testing, that is just best in the industry. I don't think anyone other than Oliveboard provides this type of mock test series for CAT as well as for other exams. And we will also have doubt clearing sessions at your demand. Whatever you demand in our course will be fulfilled, right? And you can clearly, you will be in my personal contact, and you can tell me at any point of time, whatever be the problem. Now, just coming to that set that we need to solve, just look and try to read all the information that is given. Okay, and this is one of the set that was there in the CAT 2021, right? So just read the set. Just read the set. I'm just waiting for 1 or 2 minutes. So just try to read the information, and then we will solve the set, right? Then we will solve it. Okay, I'm reading it. So what the question is saying, a game of Django is a game where two people play against each other. One of them wins and the other loses. Okay. So this is a simple game, one-on-one game where one loses and one wins. There are no drawn Django games. 12 players participated in a Django championship. There are total 12 players. They were divided into 4 groups. Group A consists of Aruna, Azul, and Arif. Group B consists of Brinda, Bridge, and Bizu. Group C consisted of Chitra, Chetan, and Chavi. Group D consists of Dipen, Dona, and Dev. Players within each group has a distinct rank going into the championship. The players have not been listed necessarily according to their ranks. Okay, basically this is not the rank. In the group stage of the game, the second and the third players play against each other. So what is happening? There are basically 3 players in each group. Let us say first, second, and third. Okay, so what is happening? First game will be between this second and third. One of them will win, let's say second will win, then second will play against one. Okay, so second and one will play, and then whoever wins among these three will go to the semi-final, right? The winner of the second game is considered as winner of the group and enters the semi-final. The winners from group A and B play against each other in one semi-final. Okay. So this A group and this B group, they will basically play in one of the semi-final, and group C and group D will play in another semi-final. There will be basically two semi-finals, right? Will play against each other in the other semi-final. The winners of the two semi-finals play against each other in final to decide the winner of the championship, right? So basically, whoever wins in the semi-final, they both will play in the final, and then one of them will be the final winner of the championship. And there is no draw on this, right? So I think you have understood the question. There are basically 12 players, and 4 players will go in semi-final. Then only 2 players will go in final. Then one will win the championship, right? Chitra did not win the championship. Okay. Aruna did not play against Arif. Okay. Brish did not play against Pindra. Aruna, Biju, Chitra, and Deepen played 3 games each. Azul and Chetan played 2 games each, and the remaining players played 1 game each. Okay, so this is all the information. I think you have understood the question. If any one of you is having any problem in understanding the question, just let me know. Okay, just let me know. So I think we can move forward. To just strategize how are we going to solve. So according to me, what should be the first step? We should just write all the names. Now, all the names are very long. So in the exam, what you want to do, you want to basically write the short name. But here the names are very confusing. Okay, like in Chitra, Chetan, and Chavi, you will get confused if you write CH only. Okay, so what I will do, I will just use this first and the last letter. Okay, and this is the best way possible. Just look at the set and try to guess that how is this the best way, because all of these them will be unique. Okay, so first is Aruna. I can just write AA. Second is Azul, so AL. Third is Arif, so AF. This is A group. Now coming to B group, Brinda, BA, Bridge, and who is third? Biju. This is Biju. This is A group. This is B group. Again, coming to C group. First is Chitra. That is CA. Chetan. CN. And Chavi. That is CI. Okay. Group D. That is Deepen, Dona, and Dev. Deepen, Dona, and Dev. Okay, so A, B, C, D, these are basically the 4 groups, right? Now, what we are going to do, we are going to just use these 3. Okay, Chitra did not win the champions. No, which one of them should be used in the starting? In the starting, what do you think? If anyone is having any idea, just tell me. What should be the first step according to you? Okay, just try to guess the first step. According to me, the first step should be this. Now, what is being given? Aruna, Biju, Chitra, and Deepen played 3 games each. 3 games each. Now, what does that mean? That means now if Aruna is the only one from this A group that played 3 games, that means she is the one who is in the semi-finals. Okay, she is the one who is here coming from the A group. Okay, so this should be Aruna. Yeah, exactly. So again, from the B, that should be Biju. From the C group, that should be Chitra, that is CA. From the D group, that should be Deepen, right? I don't think that any one of you is having any confusion about these 4, right? Aruna, this is Aruna, so that means double A. So that means also use double A. Okay. Now, what is being given? This is being given that Chitra did not win the championship. Okay, Chitra did not win the championship. Also, we know. Okay, Chitra did not win the championship. And also in the meanwhile, somewhere was given final to decide the championship. Okay, Arna did not play, played one game each. Okay, I think we have we have missed some of the information while copying the question. But let me just tell you what we can do here. Basically, Chitra did not win the championship. Okay, Chitra did not win the championship. So what we can do, we can basically clearly say that here it is not Chitra. Okay, here it is not Chitra. So it is someone else. It is someone else. Okay. Now, if Chitra is not here, then Chitra need to be in the pre-step. That means Chitra need to be here. Chitra need to be here. Okay. Now a few more things that you can use here is basically okay. Let's not take Chitra here. Okay, Chitra is not here. At least remember that. Now what you can do, you can basically use this statement. Okay, use this statement. Now everyone other than this is A and this is C. Okay, this is A and this is C. So there was something special about A and C that made them play two games, even for these secondary players, right? Primary players play for 3 games each, right? Primary players from each group play 3 games each. But again, the secondary players are also playing 2 games. That means out of these both, when they both have a match, then who will win? Only A will win. And out of these two, who will win? C will win. Okay, so that means here the semi-final winner will be CA, and here the semi-final winner will be AA. Okay, and among these two, I need to decide the winner. And winner is not Chitra. It is clearly mentioned that Chitra did not win the championship. That means only one option is left, and that is AA. I think this structure is very much clear. I don't think there should be any problem. Right? Now, coming to this part. Okay. Azul basically have played 2 games. Right? As if Azul have played 2 games, that means Azul have first played with this and then played with this. Right? So that is very simple because AA is going forward. That means the last game will be between AA and AL. Right? So last game will be between AA and AL. Right? Now AL to come in this stage should win the prior match. That means AL and AF. There should be one match and AL should win that match. And among AA and AL, AA should win. Okay. That is our group A stage, all the matches. Right. I don't think there should be any problem. Again, if anyone is having any problem, you can anytime ask. Okay. Moving to our next. Now, in the next, I don't know. I know that BU was here. That means BU should be in the later match. BU should be in the later match. But I don't know anything about this BA and BJ. But one thing is given about this B stage, that is Bridge did not play against Bindra. Okay, Bridge does not play against Bindra. That means this BA and BJ did not play among themselves. They both did not play. That means the only option here is this BU played this first match. Okay, BU played this first match. So BU played this first match. Let's say either against BJ or against BA. Okay, and then what will happen? Among these, only BU will come. Only BU will come. And second one, who I can take any of them. Let's say I have taken BJ here, so here will be BA, and then BU will be final. Okay. Again, this should be very much clear. Moving to our C part again. Chetan played 2 games. Okay, and this is not Chetan. That means Chetan have played these both. Now, since CA is here, that means CA should be here as well with Chetan. Okay, just like this first part. Okay, So here CA1, and before this, Chetan should win. Chetan should win with third player, that is CI. Again, there should be no problem with this, right? Coming to our last part, that is a D part. So in the D, what is being given? D-Pain played 3 games. Okay, D-Pain played 3 games. So that means one game is here, one game of D-Pain is here. That means D-Pain should be here as well and here as well. Right now, okay, like this B part, like the B part, D part will also have choice. Now here with DN, either it can be DA or it can be D. Let us take DA, and among this DN will win. Now DN will have match with who? Here let's say DN is winning. Now DN will be having match with another one, that is DA. Okay, and in the final part, DN will emerge as the winner of the game. Okay, and again this DA and DB can be interchanged. Okay, I don't think there should be any problem with this question. This is the whole solution. Now we will go on to the questions and we will attempt questions. Now if anyone is having any problem, just tell. Okay, first question is, who among the following was definitely not ranked first in its group? First one is who is not having the first match. Okay, so like this one, Aruna is not first, clearly. Aruna is definitely not. Okay, definitely not. Okay, Aruna is basically first. Okay, Aruna is first. So Aruna can't be the answer, right? Aruna is first because Aruna is not playing this match. Again, here BJ can be second, this can be second, and this can be second. That means I don't know that. Okay, this BU. Since BU is playing this match, that means either it is second or third. Either this is second or third. That means BU can be one of the answer. But I can see BU is not in the option. BU means Biju. Okay, Biju is not in the option. That means Biju is not one of the answer. Coming to third part, again, here anyone can be the first. So again, I can guess. But again, in the fourth part, like this B, DN is playing each of the game. That means this DN is either second or third. And DN means D-Pain. So again, you can see D-Pain is in the options, right? So that means my final answer will be D-Pain. If Biju would have been in the option, that would also would have been the answer, right? Anyone again having any problem, just tell me. Moving ahead to the next question, that is, which of the following pairs must have played against each other in the championship? Just Ajul and Biju, there is no chance of playing them because Azul is this one. Azul haven't gone to the next stage. That means Azul can't play with the other. Okay. So this is not one of the option. Donna and Chetan. Okay. Again, Chetan is not in the next group because this CA is there. CN is not there. That means again, this is not possible. Dave and Donna. Okay. But one thing is clearly here. Chitra and D-Pain have played. Chitra and D-Pain have played. That means this should be one of the options. Like Chitra and D-Pain have played. This is very clear. I think this is very clear. Once you are done with the solution, answering the question is very easy. Coming to our last word, that is who won the championship. So who won the championship? That is very clear. Aruna won the championship, right? Aruna won the championship. So who is the answer? Aruna is the answer. Again, there should be no confusion in this. Who among the following did not play against Chitra in the championship? Against Chitra. Coming to Chitra, this one is Chitra. Aruna plays against him. D-Pain also plays. CN can also play against him. Okay, CN, this CN, this DN, and A. These three have played. Other than these, the fourth one will be the answer. Okay, this have played. This have played. And Chetan have played. Biju haven't. Okay, Biju haven't played. So Biju should be the answer. All the 4 questions that were from this set have been solved, right? Again, the ideal time for this set was under 10, actually less than 10. I am waiting. If anyone is having any doubt, just tell. Any questions you are having, just tell. Okay, and I think whatever we have discussed in this whole lecture is very much clear. You are very firm with your strategy, DILR strategy now, because we have discussed the DILR strategy. right? So again, thank you for attending this lecture. And if there is any confusion, you can ask here in the comment section or in our on our Telegram group. So you can just join our Telegram group. And as I have told you, we are basically launching our CAT 2020 course. So in case you are planning to just enroll in the batch, what you can do, you can just use this code CAD crack. Okay, so in case you are using this code, you will get 35% off. Okay, so in case you are going to enroll, you can just use this code and just save some of your money. Okay, and again, the benefits remain the same. I have already talked about the benefits. If anyone is having any question, I will just answer those queries, and then we will just end this session. Okay? We are just concluding this. So again, thank you, and stay tuned to Oliveboard. Again, you can subscribe our channel. If you are liking our content, you can just subscribe our channel. You can like this video or comment any of the doubts that you are having, or just ask on the Telegram group, and also share it with your friends, because we have just started on the YouTube, so you can just share it among your friends so that they can also be benefited. Okay, so thank you guys and good night.